There you go. Yeah, perfect. So, Sophia, how are you today?
Really good. Really good.
Awesome.
How are you?
I'm doing good as well. Thank you so much. So, welcome back to the show. It is super awesome to have you here. And it's also super awesome because we're celebrating our 100th episode. I can't believe that. 3 months ago I started this, and right now I have 100 episodes. That's really cool. So, thank you so much for being here. Now, before we start, I have to give you an epic, badass, super welcome. So, again, here we go.
Thank you.
For the second season, I'm thinking to do something else. But in the meantime, you deserve that epicness and a lot more. So, starting right now with the whole, interview here, tell me, what's new since our last interview?
What's new? So I booked, and I've been working,
Cool.
which is great. Yeah. And like really awesome projects. Really, really good. I feel like everything's opening up, which is such a good feeling, especially coming off of 2020. It's like we're back to, like really doing it. And like in-person auditions, just really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, totally. And tell me, how has been that audition process now that everything's starting to open? How has been that transition from doing self-tapes to now doing in-person auditions? Was it difficult for you? The first one, going back before, the whole home audition process and everything?
No, it wasn't difficult. It was fine. I definitely feel like there's a shift, where there's maybe one or two people in the room now, including the reader. There's not a full panel, which sometimes can be a little daunting. Which is one or two people. It definitely feels more chill. But there's still definitely more self-tapes than there are in-person auditions. And we're getting cast off of that.
Yeah, totally. And what audition techniques you learned during the whole, home audition process?
You mean for self-tapes?
Mm-hmm.
Techniques in terms of acting, I don't feel like much has changed. But what I have learned in speaking to producers and the casting directors, because I feel like the relationships with those people have become more personal with me, talking to them. The importance of having a really good self-tape setup is insane, and also having a really good reader, and that's consistent through projects that I've heard constantly. Make sure you have a good self-tape setup. Make sure you have a good reader, somebody who understands it.
Yeah, cool. And what advice could you give to those who recently started doing self-tapes?
Just that. I don't care if you start, it doesn't matter if you start with a ring light. Fine. It just has to be well lit, be able to hear you. It doesn't have to be an elaborate setup. Could just be very simple, but they have to be able to hear and see you very clearly, Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Now, from all of the characters that you have played so far, what are some of your favorite ones? And which ones could describe, let's say, kind of parts of yourself?
So I just did a film. It's called Love on Speed. Such a fun film to do. It was amazing, amazing people, amazing. It was just awesome to be there. And the character that I played, she had a bit of sarcasm to her, and just very quick, kind of a dark comedy thing. And I related to the character as soon as I read the script.
So cool.
I was like, this is for me. That's it. I know it's for me. And it was that. Her name is Michelle. It should be out at the end of the year. And that was by far to date my favorite character that I've played.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
And from all of your different performances so far, which one has been the deepest learning curve? I mean, the performance you learned the most lessons from.
It's gonna sound weird, but in the last 2 months or month and a half, I booked my first commercials.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I always thought like, oh, I'm not meant for commercials. I'm not, like, it's not gonna happen. And it happened, like, back to back. Like, one week it was on a Tuesday, and then the following week it was on a Tuesday, like rapid fire, and like good commercials. And even though it's like not the traditional acting, it really like, I learned the importance of improv on the spot. And just how easy it can feel. It doesn't have to be like a painful experience, you know, like, it doesn't have to be hard to do this, which was great.
That's so cool. And if you could describe your career at the moment, like on a play or a commercial, film or TV show, what would be called? What would be the title of it?
Ooh, I don't know. I feel like something with abundance, because I don't know how to describe it, but like, everything's coming in at once. Like, it's just, everything feels like it's just flooding in like the best possible way, not like in an overwhelming way. So I can't really put it into words.
I like it. And what would it be? Would it be like a play or a TV show, movie?
I guess it would be a TV show, because I feel like it keeps adding to itself like every week.
Okay. All right, cool. So basically we are starting like in season 1 right now, right?
Yes, perfect. We're in season 1. Stay tuned.
There you go. Love it. Now, tell me, like, what are some of the things that motivates you, or kind of gets you back up to keep on pursuing your dream? You know, whenever you have like those days in which you will ask yourself a lot if you should continue or not, like, what drives you to kind of get up and keep pursuing that?
Obviously my love for it. I love acting. I love what it takes, because I feel like it really takes a connection and the ability to stay in the present moment. Like, you can't act without doing that. But also just knowing, like, I know internally that the most perfect role is on its way to me at every moment. Like, so it doesn't matter. It's just like, it's coming. I know it's coming. I know that sounds weird, but like, I do.
Yeah, totally. I mean, we already have a TV show called Abundance. I mean, you're killing it right now.
We're good.
Yeah, you're killing it. Yeah, but you know, I think it is interesting, and especially, right, whenever you are starting like your dream, either it's acting or, you know, putting a business or whatever, that at first it's gonna be chaotic, and at first you don't know what the hell you're doing, and it's gonna take a lot of at some point you're gonna be asking yourself a lot, like, should I continue doing it, or should I do something else? Because I think like one of the problems right now that we're having is that maybe we tend to compare, you know, that we tend to compare each other, like, if this person is doing it, why this person is having more stuff that while I'm doing this and that. But I think the key on that is just to don't compare and just do things, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. I guess I don't feel like that. I feel like if somebody else got the role, I feel like that was perfect for them. I don't know, like, it feels like that was meant for them, and that, you know, like, the whole idea, if you're winning, somebody else can't be winning, or if they're doing it, then I don't feel like that's like a real thing, you know?
There you go. Awesome. Now, what could you say to those who want to start building their dreams?
This is personal, but I feel like when you start something, like, keep it really protected. You know, you don't need a lot of outside influence or opinions. Just do what you feel is the right thing to do and follow your own intuition, and just keep it protected. You don't need to have 1,000 opinions on what you should and should not be doing. Like, you already know the answer. You're fine.
There you go. Awesome. Now, from being in plays such as The Wizard of Oz to be in films such as Blink, In My Dreams, The Oranges, I Watched, like, what are some of your favorite moments during like all of those productions?
Some of my favorite moments, I mean, besides like being in the character, which I feel like is what most actors would say, I feel it really is like the moments outside of set when you're like in holding or you know, you're just not in the scene and you get to see the actors like connecting with each other. It's such a cool experience because especially when it's like just a great crew, you learn from each other and you get to like really talk to people, you know, that understand what you're doing as well. And like I've had those moments on each set and they're awesome.
Yeah. Oh, cool. And what are some of the techniques or things that you do in order to prepare a character?
Ooh, depending on the character.
Totally.
Like some characters don't need a whole lot, you know. Sometimes you can connect. I actually had an audition yesterday that needed some prepping, and it took me to like a darker place. And what I just did was I spent some time building the memories of that character. I know that sounds so weird and bizarre, but I did, and like my friend helped me like do the audition, and she was so great with everything. It was like awesome. But I'll just take some time, like especially maybe like an hour or two before I actually tape it or go. Well, yeah, especially if you go into an in-person audition. So like, just spend time with the character before you tape it, before I audition, and I'll journal. I'll create their memories, things like that. Yeah.
So cool. And tell me, like, how you snap out of it and return to be you.
That's not something I've perfected.
Okay.
Yeah, the acting hangover. Sometimes it takes like a little bit, especially when it's a highly emotional scene.
Yeah.
It's gonna sound kind of silly, but I just like will watch something that's really light.
There you go.
Like cartoon or something. I watched like Bob's Burgers.
That's cool. Yeah, that's cool. You know, everyone has like their own thing. You know, like and during this whole interview that I've been doing, like whenever I will ask this kind of question, for example, some will tell me that they will kind of make like a letter to the character and saying goodbye and everything, or some of them would just go out to go for some drinks, or some would say screw it, I'm back, and that's it, you know. So it's like whatever has like their own method, and yeah, that's cool that you watch Bob's Burger though. That's cool. That's unexpected, but cool. You're like, okay, I'm gonna watch that now, so I'm back. How cool is that? Now, so your career is amazing, basically. I mean, you have done like so many incredible things here and there, for being in plays, for being in shows. But tell me, what can we expect from the future?
Just to keep growing. You know, like I hope to play more emotional characters. I think I get more of like the mean girl, like the dark comedy sarcasm, which is great. I love it. Totally. I would love to do more of the dramatic, you know, kind of feel to it. Yeah. But I'm open to whatever is the most perfect fit for me. I'm open to that and just have the most fun with it and enjoy it. Yeah. Love
it. Now, what was the character from this kind of, I don't know if it was like a show or a short film that you did, that we were like laughing like on our first interview, that there was like this scene, like it was like the scene, but what was it called?
Oh, I Wash?
Yeah, I think it was I Wash, right?
Yeah.
That you were doing like you were like the aunt? Yeah, right? Yeah. The reason why I'm asking you that is because the other day I went to the store, and there was this lady who was acting exactly the same, and I was just laughing, like literally I was just laughing because we were like on the waiting line, and she was doing it kind of exactly the you know, like the same things and everything, and I was just I burst into like laughing like really loud, and that lady just looked at me and she started to, I don't know what, she started to be mean to me, but I was just laughing like glad I was like keep going, because I just remember that character like instantly. I was like, oh my god, this is so cool, you know.
Everybody loves that character. I realized, like, everybody, that's like the standout character.
Yeah, totally. You know, it would be cool if you could make like quotes from that character. You know what I mean? That would be cool. You know, like making quotes from Monday, or you know, stuff like that. Or maybe you could get like some shirts, you know, like with those quotes, stuff like that. That would be cool.
Not the most uplifting, but it would be.
No, of course not. No, of course not. But I think everybody has like those days, you know. I think everybody would kind of love that, you know. It would be cool. I mean, at least me, I would buy if you put out some merch, I would definitely look at it for sure.
Some merch.
Yeah. Link in the description.
The character I just did 2 months ago, I don't even know, I have no concept of time anymore. It was a few months ago, that's supposed to come out, is not exactly like that. She definitely has more comedy to her, but it's along those lines, and I'm really excited to see it, and like for other people to see it, because not just my character, but like everybody that was there was just so talented.
Yeah.
And you could see it. I'm really excited. Like it should be out the end of the year, maybe next year. I don't know, somewhere around there.
Yeah, definitely keep me updated on that one, because I definitely want to watch that. You know, like having the chance to see more of kind of that character, but now in a comedic way. That sounds cool.
Yeah.
That sounds really cool. Now, what drives you? You know, like what pushes you to just to keep up just to keep up doing such epic stuff here and there. The reason why I'm asking you that is because since our first interview to this one, I mean, basically you have done even a lot more stuff. So I'm super excited to see what we can see like in 6 months or a year maybe. But tell me, like, what is your main motivation? Like, besides that you love acting, like what else drives you?
Creativity, connecting with people. I feel like that's the core of acting, you know?
Yeah.
It's really a connection, and I like that, the real connection. And I feel like that's why I prefer film over theater. Although I love theater, and I have people, friends of mine that, you know, they're on Broadway and like, you know, they're really doing it.
Yeah.
Like, but my preference for film is the connection that you get. It's like very intimate connection you get with another person, and there's a moment, and there's, you know, like that, and having those experiences is what motivates me. Like being in that space. And it's something I look for in my regular, you know, like not just professionally, but personal too.
Yeah.
Getting
That was epic. That was really cool. Yeah, I love that. Love it. I mean, Sophia, at the end of the day, what can I say? I mean, basically you are a rock star here. I mean, the fact that you're doing like a lot of stuff, the fact that you are having like more stuff now, a lot of projects are coming right now, commercials, like Disney films, like it is so epic, and it is so cool to to see, and to see how somebody is getting like more stuff on their passion and on their career, you know, and that's inspiring. And I think that's one of the things that we definitely need right now in this world, like to have more inspiring people, you know. And I've said it in all of my previous interviews, but I think that you guys actors are pretty much kind of like the living proof that dreams come true. You know what I mean? You guys go through hell, go through rejections, go through a lot of bad moments, go through very shitty jobs in order to continue paying bills, in order to continue building your career, and you still do that. I think you guys are kind of the real living proof. You guys are the superheroes here who show us that dreams come true, and also bring us really cool characters like your character on I Wish. That for sure, like my favorite at the moment. And yeah, I mean, again, it was, what can I say? I mean, thank you so much for being here. This is the 100th episode. I can't believe that I've been doing 100 episodes right now, but it is super cool to end this 100th with this amazing, talented, super awesome actress that you are always. Now, because we finished the whole questions, I need to give you a huge shout out. So And again, thank you so much. Also, thank you so much to those who tune in. If you're listening to this later on the podcast or watching this later on the YouTube, make sure that you are supporting and checking all of the work of Sophia, because she's awesome here. Normally, what I would say is that if you're watching this later, you could put pause, hydrate, and then check all Sophia work, watch a movie or show, or what she does. Yeah, follow her, leave a million likes, then come here. And again, Sophia, you are an amazing person here. So
thank you for having me, and congratulations on your 100 episodes.
Thank you. Now, before I send you off, I need to send you off in an epic, proper, badass way. So there you go. There you go. No, wait, that was the other one. Again, yeah, sorry. There we go. Okay. Yeah, this is the proper one.
Love it.
Keep having an amazing rest of the day, an amazing weekend, an amazing upcoming week, and yeah, keep us posted of like the new things that you are gonna release, because you have like a lot of people waiting for that. So
great. Thank you for having me.
Have a good one. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.